Jesús entrenelas de Cristo. Today's title for March 16th, read your devotionals. For God is not a God of disorder but of peace. This experience happened one summer when I was in Korea visiting the relatives with my parents. It was fun to travel, but I was ready to get back to my country, my state, and more important, my home. But there was a problem. I didn't have a plane ticket. My parents and I called many airlines, but no one had a ticket for me. Luckily, one of the workers at the airline suggested that I should go to the airport first thing in the morning and get the plane ticket they suggested. They save up for the emergency, so my mom and I left around 5 a.m. next morning. I said goodbye to my father, who had swollen eyes from crying, and he told me that he was going to miss me so much, and I was going to miss him too. But I couldn't just wait to go back to Georgia. When I got to the airport, I ran into line to get the plane ticket. The airline steward checked my passport and told me that I have to have a seat and wait. I never prayed so hard in my life. I became exhausted and couldn't stop crying. Every second felt like hours to me. And a couple of hours later, while sitting in the busy airport, I began to get very angry with God. I questioned him, why was this happening to me? I was so furious. Then something told me that I just hadn't been reading the Mount Pixar Academy summer devotional that day. I'd gotten in the habit of reading it daily during the summer, so I took up my devotional book and started to read that for one day. We could turn away from God, and after I read this wonderful story, I felt very guilty and asked God to forgive me, to get Satan off me, and then I asked God again and again that I loved him. Right afterward, I felt much better. A little while later, a steward called out my name when she had a ticket for me. If I hadn't read Emily's devotional, I wouldn't have stayed mad at God, and I would have gotten on the plane. Maybe God was testing me, or Satan was trying to trick me. Anyway, I was extremely glad that I had read the devotional, the Mount Pixar Academy summer devotional book, written by my peers to help me every day during the summer. Since my parents are not Christians, I never attended a single church service for the whole summer, so I learned to depend on this book for the spiritual food. Thank you, God, for knowing what I need and even before I realize it. Thank you for listening.